Well, I got to start this off. This pod. Obviously, you've been on the pod before.
Yeah.
Big, massive. Probably like, I mean, people are clicking on this obviously because of the title right now, but I would say this is going to be one of the biggest fights of your career. And you came in here kind of joking. It was kind of funny. And you also look like a lot leaner in the face.
Yeah.
You've been taking it serious as
Yeah. I'm not
like your lips a little even bloody.
I'm not playing around. I'm giving everything in this fight. I'm sacrificing everything.
And you said you can't drink any water, you can't eat any food.
Yeah, I mean, it's in my contract that they don't let me drink water for 3 days or eat for 3 days out of the week, just so I could be on schedule to make weight.
Yeah,
they're
for
putting in crazy
Gervonta's.
things. Yeah, for his comfortability and if taking the match. If I didn't agree to these conditions, it obviously wouldn't happen.
Yeah, so I'm curious about that. How does that kind of stuff go? Like when you guys are deciding, obviously, how it's going to be. Obviously, it's a fight. We know, who gets to decide who gets what sort of, I don't want to say handicaps, but like niceties like that.
I mean, in this situation, I could have fought for obviously more things going towards my way. Regarding the weight and other things, or I could have been a little bit more, pushbacky. But I knew that their positioning was, if this is not what you're going to agree to, the fight's not going to happen. So I, like I've been saying, is I sacrificed. I sacrificed myself, not to for the boxing fans, for the people that have been wanting this fight. This is the only way we can make the right fight happen now. So I this is what life is about, sacrificing for others.
What I find so interesting about this is that you are the guy that forever on the internet, boxing fans have kind of like, not that they don't love you, because they do love you, but a lot of them are divided between like, he's a real boxer, is he this, he's fighting this, he's a social media guy. And it seems like now you're at a fight where this is going to be one of the biggest fights of your career, as well as his career.
Yeah.
Like, it's not as if like it's just a big fight for you. Both you guys is one of the biggest fights possible for you guys.
Right.
And you decided that you were going to take kind of, I don't want to say the harder side of the coin, because it's like rehydration clause, not being able to kind of like get full again and, maybe feel more, I don't want to say ready, because obviously you're going to be ready regardless. Right. But you took this side for the fans, for the people.
And for the sport.
And for the sport. Because this is a big moment. This is one of the biggest fights in a very long time.
Sport's been hurting because they haven't been able to make the big fights happen. So, I came into the sport to make an impact. That was my whole, that's my whole, that was my whole purpose, why I do things, is to have an impact. And in this position, this is how you start something. This is how you start, to have boxing into the right trajectory. It's not going to happen if guys like Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence don't get in the ring. Somebody has to find a way. So I just so happen to be that guy.
Yeah. It's just huge, though. When I look at it, because I've known you for years, man, like before you like really popped off on social media and in general. But it's just interesting because you had been the guy that everyone was like, oh, he's not really this, he's not really that, he's afraid, he's that, he's this. But you're the one who in this fight, in this massive moment, I'll take that little kind of underhand to continue this fight because that person is saying they need this to even fight. So I just find it interesting. Like the whole thing to me is crazy. But I'm just like, this is huge, man. So for you, what does this mean to you? Like, I obviously I watched the press conference. I watched the banter. We'll talk a little bit about that stuff. But what does this mean to you, like, and your legacy?
This moment for me is everything. This is what I've fought for my whole life, is to have a moment to prove myself. This fight is not about anything but legacy and greatness and reaching heights that I've never been before. This is the fight to do it. Everyone thinks this guy is going to be able to beat me. I'm the underdog. And this is what defines you as a champion. You see things in history when Muhammad Ali fought Sonny Liston, they thought he was going to be killed in the ring. You're a kid, you're a loudmouth, you're nothing. You're not going to be what you say you're going to be. And then he ultimately proved them wrong. So there's a similarity there. Of course, I'm not Muhammad Ali. I'm just, kind of giving a perspective of this moment for me. Yeah. This is everything. This is either going to make me, I feel like this is the start of a legend, or I'm getting right back to it. I'm going to go back to the drawing board, but this is a real crossroads in my life. That's why I'm giving everything I can into this, and I'm sacrificing so much, because this is the moment that I feel. I feel this moment more than I felt anything in my life, and that's why I'm willing to risk it all going in the ring. I mean, heart, mind, soul, everything. I'm going for it. There's nothing else I'm thinking about. So when I'm training, I'm adding 10 more to everything I'm doing. I'm doing so much more that I never thought I could, and I work hard. So I'm even going harder than hard, because I want this more than anything I wanted in my entire life. I don't know if he feels the same way, because when I hear him talking in his interviews, he's talking about, I can't fight him at 140 because I still got a family like this. He's not ready to give everything. I'm here for a purpose, so I'm willing to give everything. I'm comfortable with what happens in that ring. He's not. So I'm ready to go get him. He's never felt this in his life. I'm in a whole different mindset right now. When I see him, he doesn't even know how to react in front of me. He can't, because he feels this. He feels what I'm ready for. I'm ready for anything in that ring. Yeah. 12 rounds, 1 round, 2 rounds, however he wants to start off fast, he wants to start off slow, I'm ready for everything. He doesn't know who I really am. He doesn't know what kind of competitor I truly am inside. I don't lose. I just don't.
Why does he say you only got a left hook?
Because that's what I knock people out with a lot. It's really, truly blessed by God. It truly is. I just hit them and they go to sleep. But I got a right hand for him. We're going to play that clip. When I hit him with that right, your right hand ain't shit, and he's going to get dropped.
It's just a huge moment, man. Yeah. Like, and something I was looking at your Twitter, and something I found also interesting. Obviously the internet, like, does just play that, oh, you're this, you're that. You, from where I knew you from the very beginning, like earlier stages in your career, you've grown yourself so kind of like just to a star. Even I don't want to say completely outside of the sport of boxing, but alongside of it as well, because obviously you became such a big star for your record, for your skills, for what you're doing in the ring. Yeah. But then also you became a star on social media, and you tweeted something that I found interesting was, obviously Gervonta is a great boxer, but you were talking about how he got here as far as promotion wise was based on Mayweather, right? Because like he's not the most active, he's not the most like useful guy when it comes to social media and how to use it, and maybe just not interested in that. But so with all that being said, it's just so interesting because like for me it feels like as you're an influencer and a boxer, but like it's almost like you have more to lose.
Right.
It feels that way to me. Maybe it's because I know you personally, and because I want you to win. But maybe that's why the guy, it doesn't seem as like, because I was watching some of the stuff. For me, you have me more convinced than he has me convinced.
Right.
And I don't know if that's like.
I think that Gervonta just has a hard time expressing himself. He can't really conjure up what he really wants to say. I think it's just hard for him. Yeah. But I also think he obviously knows what's at stake, but I don't think like I said, he doesn't know how to express himself. Yeah. But that's not going to make me think I'm going to win. I'm going to win because I'm just better than him. I'm going to just go in there and beat him. But he's never taken obviously social media serious, and even in this promotion and the fight, I'm kind of carrying the load in a way. I'm posting on YouTube.
You're doing everything.
Posting, on Instagram and trying to get TikTok going, but that's just not him. For me, I'm a perfectionist. I don't want to miss anything. I'm trying to be on top of everything. My training, promotion. So that's just probably his way of handling things. Now, I don't know if that's going to help him or not help me, but to me, it's never affected me. So I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right, boys, quick interruption from the podcast. One of our sponsors, Roman Swipes. That's right.
I've talked about this in the past. Listen, if you guys have a hard time lasting long enough, or if you feel like, yo, you just want to last longer, I don't know what it is. Obviously, to each their own personal preference. It's all good. Here's the deal. Roman Swipes has your back. Basically, all you have to do is like take this little thing out of this little packet, and you know, before fucking playtime, you give yourself a little bit of time. Swipe. Don't do it too close to playtime. You gotta do this like a little bit before. But yeah, it's gonna help you basically endure, you know, more time. So there, you know, you'll be able to enjoy your whole experience a little bit more. So give Roman Swipes a try. If you guys want to try it right now, go to ro.co/Bradley. Again, that's ro.co/Bradley to get $10 off your first order and free 2-day shipping. Don't pass it up. Do it right now. Support your boy. Let's get back into this podcast.
We had some conversation once at my gym. I know you train there pretty regularly with your I think strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah.
We've had a few conversations, man, that like, it was interesting because there was a clip of him where I think this guy from I Am Athlete asked him, can you say anything nice about Ryan Garcia? I don't know if you've seen that clip.
Yes.
He was like, oh, right. He's like, he's a nice kid. You know, I just think he got pushed into this. Can you say anything nice about Gervonta?
Gervonta, I said that he was a resilient individual.
Yeah.
I just said that he has I don't know, he just has that resilience to him, which kept him, you know, off the streets from where I've heard he's from, right? That's what they said, you know, from Baltimore. And, you know, he had a tough upbringing, so he showed resilience. And he got to where he is by hard work and talent, obviously. So he's doing something right. So I could say he's a resilient individual. I can't really speak on anything else that I could say that's good for him. I don't know him personally. But from what I could see from the outside, he's a resilient individual.
Yeah. Now, as far as you and like we've had conversations that actually kind of surprised me. I think the last conversation we had a little more detail in person, again at the gym.
Yeah.
You're like, I mean, fuck, for 24 years old, like a lot more conscious than I think a lot of people know. Do you ever share that side of you, like on social? Because it's
sometimes, but it's always misrepresented. You know, you know, they don't receive it probably the same way that I want it to come across. So I kind of don't share it. I'm always searching. That's what I tell people. I'm searching for the truth.
Yeah.
So when I see something, like when I came up to you, I just felt, you know, like a spirit inside me, like the Holy Spirit. I believe in God. So the Holy Spirit is just like, I'm always searching. So when I just seen something and I just went to talk to you, and it just flows. It just flows beautiful. And but that's just a testament to I'm always searching. I'm always searching for deeper things and to find out, you know, more about this beautiful life. When you keep searching, when you keep looking, you find things that, you know, not normally people find. You know, people just let life go by, but everything means something. There's always something here.
Yeah.
It's just you got to pay attention. You got to become aware. And from there, man, it just becomes this whole beautiful process of learning more and more. And that's, people don't know that about me, but it's okay. You know, it's all good. I think it's personal to me because I love having so much beautiful moments with people I come across.
Yeah.
Like when that happens, I'm like, I get really happy because I know like God's hand is on my life. Because when those moments you don't force, it just happens.
Yeah.
Like
it's
when
rare.
you could have those real talks with somebody and they could really understand, you're like, man, that's dope. I want that person near me. Like, that's a warrior I want. Like, I knew like you were getting it, and I was like, man, okay, this guy gets it. Like, that's a guy to have around because he's cool. Like, I could tell because a lot of people, you know, they just hear, but they don't really, they're not understanding because they don't care really deep down in their heart, or they haven't had that step to search for something.
Yeah.
You know, me, I'm like, damn, I can't let life pass me by without learning something, or like trying to gain more, you know, deeper, spiritual.
It's just interesting because obviously you have so much success in the sport of boxing and like obviously the skill but what of it do you attribute to that? Like to that, I guess that searching and just like trying to understand, because obviously I think all of us were, I mean, to a degree at some point in our life, try to figure out what's the fucking point of all this. Yeah. Obviously, I know you believe in God. I know you're connected to that as well. And that's something that I've spent a lot more time personally going into, more so than I had in the last few years, because I did a lot more in my younger days. Yeah. But I guess my question for you in that is there anyone else in your life that you tend to have those sort of like conversations with, or maybe push you down that path of just being a little bit more conscious? Because you really did surprise me that day. I was like, damn, I didn't know this side of you.
Yeah. I think everybody in my life has had an impact on me a little bit.
Of course.
But what has helped me get to where I'm at right now is just, I feel like my love for God and just knowing that he called me as a young kid, and just me knowing that and just chasing that. Like I knew, I just had this like almost intuition, and I just knew something was near me ever since I was little. When I started boxing, and then I would feel things pushing me to certain things, and I would trust that, and I would love that, and then it grew, and then I would just have moments where I would just be amazed by just knowing that I had that love near me, and I chased it my whole life. And then that led me to more conscious thinking, that my mistakes would come, but then I feel like that same feeling or that same guidance was there to show me more new things about myself. And then I would able to just mature faster and just learn from my mistakes, and just knowing that I have somebody to guide me there. That's really what pushed me ultimately to the man I am today. And it's going to continue. I almost feel like superpower, you know what I mean? Because it just guides me to unbelievable things.
Yeah.
Like even in the smallest aspects, like God will show me, that color represents this and this. You know what I mean? Like there's amazing things that help me think outside the box that I normally would. Like a lot of my training and moves I do is based on like me asking God, and then things just start clicking, and then I try them and they work. Like I've had moments where I'm like, I should throw this punch right now. Like I feel God pulling me in that direction. Yeah. And then I do, and then they're out. And there's so many testimonies. People have seen it. I've told my friend Scott was right there. He was like, man, what, you gonna just try that? I was like, I know it's gonna work. And I knocked out the guy with the same shot, and I didn't even practice it. I just knew it was gonna land.
Just a feeling, or like
It's everything. It's like a deep understanding, and it's like it just guides you, and you just got to learn that trust. I mean, I feel like everybody has that inside them. Yeah, everybody does.
Is it like that gut feeling?
To me, it's deeper than that. It's because it comes with confirmation. It's like, oh, okay, like. God works very in symbolic ways. If you've like anybody who's read the Bible, it's like symbolic. Yeah. Blood is symbolic. Everything's symbolic. So when you're asking him, he often will confirm it with symbolization. It's like, okay, I hear you.
Yeah, he's not necessarily coming out saying the words directly to you.
Exactly. Yeah. So like the world around you will start showing you're in the right direction. You'll see something. I'm like, oh, while you're thinking about it, so you know God's there. And when you know he's there, it's like, everything starts clicking.
You know what's crazy? I think about just in my life now, I'm trying to think of the moments where I've been like the most challenged. Right. And oftentimes it was when I was doing things that I know I shouldn't be doing, and I was acting in ways I know I shouldn't be acting. And it was almost like everything else would get more and more difficult until I would like get myself aligned with kind of where I needed to be. Exactly.
See, so something is constructing you to get right back on your purpose, right back on your path. Yeah. It's like we're back at it. You know what I mean? Because the one thing that, your past or the things you made mistakes, the one thing that it tries to make you do is stand still. Yeah. It wants you to stop moving, stop improving. It just wants you to, every time you want to take that step forward, oh, you did that. Remember yesterday? Remember the day before? Yeah. So it wants you to stop getting to your purpose. It wants to take it away. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting because it keeps you in the past, and it doesn't allow you stuck. Doesn't allow you to live in the present.
Keeps you stuck. It keeps you reminding of what you did, or it's not the same. Look at what you're doing is not the same. It's not working. It's like it's a reminder, and it's trying to stop you from that breaking point. It's trying to stop you from your purpose. That right there, you notice right away, you eat it up. You're like, nah, I'm working. I'm gonna keep searching. All you do is keep searching. Keep searching. It fuels me now. When I feel that, it fuels me. No, I'm going to keep going. Yeah. I'm going to keep searching. Yeah, I made that mistake, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. And then it just molds you into like a stronger man and, a stronger person in general. Yeah. You're just like, boom, 2 months of just grinding, you just feel like crazy. It's like right now, I feel like a dog. Yeah. I feel crazy right now.
Yeah, you look. It's like so. Is it just every day, every week? It just feels like it's ramping up. It's like
my focus, everything. It just starts tuning in even more, and I just gain so much confidence. I just become like like radiating of just energy, just ready. I'm ready for anything he throws. Like I'm on it. That's why like during this build of everything is just every week I just been getting more and more laser focused. I could just feel it's like something I can't stop. Like I'm on top of everything.
Yeah, I think we've talked about this before on another pod, but as far as fighting and being in the moment and in the fight, are you fighting calm?
It's a mixture of calm and alert. You know, you're calm, but you're not, relaxed, because if you're relaxed, then it's like you don't care. You know what I mean? I'm calm, but the moment he throws it, I'm hitting him fast. So you got to be in a mixture of both. Like it's like a flow. It's like a zone. Boom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's almost like dancing in the ring where there's notes. Like you could just feel the notes coming. Boom, boom. But you got to stay in rhythm, right? You got to stay in rhythm. Boom. It's a lot.
So when they talk about, I mean, obviously Gervonta's more of like a fucking brawler. Like I think in my mind, I see this fight, he's gonna try to get close.
Right.
What do you do for that? I mean, obviously you don't want to give away a bunch of your information, whatever you can do for the fight, but
I think Gervonta, if you watched his last couple of fights, he's been more. He starts off slow, so obviously he moves around the ring, tries to get a read for his opponent, tries to feel what their power is like, and then later on he obviously starts putting the pressure, tries to come forward, counter you because you're a little bit more worn out, so your punches aren't going to come as fast, so he could better time you. But I think what his mistake is here is now he's in with a fighter that is not going to wear out, and I'm gonna get stronger as the rounds go. He hasn't had to fight an elite fighter where they're gonna come in condition, they're not gonna, and they hit hard.
yeah.
So he's not gonna just be able to walk in my punches. Like he's not. I don't care who you are. You can't just walk in and think you're gonna keep taking them.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be okay at the end of the round. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You get hit, you're gonna feel it. So it's gonna be, for me, a more strategic fight on both ends, because he's not gonna, once he feels shot by mine, if he survives it, he's gonna want to, take a lap. He's gonna want to try to figure it out. So we're both gonna be feeling each other out. That's what I see, but things could change the fight. Maybe he wants to go balls deep right away. I'm ready for it. Let's turn up. But if he wants to, play chess, we can play chess.
Yeah.
I play chess every day.
Bro, I'm so excited for this fucking fight. I cannot wait to see this fight.
It's the biggest fight.
It is, man. I'm just thinking in your career so far. Like, and I guess the question to me is like, you say you win this fight, right? Which I believe you will.
Yeah.
What happens next? Like, where do you even go from there? Because like there's this is the why it's so big. It's like there's no one really on the radar that's like who would be next.
Right. Boxing hype builds up fast when you're that guy. So another guy is gonna win a good fight, right? And then there you go. You got a pay-per-view. It might not be a mega fight like Gervonta Davis.
This is huge, yeah.
But it could be, Devin Haney.
Yeah,
he could have a marquee win against Lomachenko, and then, there we go. That's a big fight now.
Yeah.
So I feel boxing is kind of always been like that. Some guy has a great fight, wins, then you got to have that big fight.
Yeah.
But mega fights are hard to come by. Like me and Gervonta, I mean, we're doing it right now, which is
because it's like
we could have been fighting anybody.
You guys have everything to lose. Both of you guys have everything to lose, and you guys are not like, it's not like you're on your way out of boxing. So it's like it's like it's
we're
fucking
in
prime.
our boxing. Yeah.
It's like that's honestly this is so fucking dope. It's dope to I want to go to this shit. I got to go to this shit.
It's like two superheroes at their peak powers, just going at it.
Yeah, it's so I guess let me ask you, like in your heart, like deep in your heart, what do you feel about the fight? Obviously, I know you're gonna say you're gonna win, but like, do you like dream about this shit? Is it like
I've dreamt about it? I've spent hours just thinking about it. I've watched countless tapes. What I feel deep down in my soul is that I believe that I'm gonna knock him out, and it's gonna be quick. I deeply believe that. Strongly believe.
Because that would be
like nothing. Like I don't have any doubts. I just know I got to put in the work. If I do all the work I have to do, he's done. Like he's gonna get knocked out. There's no way this fight's not ending with him getting knocked out. I truly believe in my heart, and I'm ready for anything. So he's really gonna have to lay me out in order to keep me off him.
Yeah.
Because he has to. There's no other way. because I'm not giving him no breaks like these other fighters.
Yeah.
Because he's big right now. We already seen that, that Showtime story. You're a little big, my guy. You might have more weight to lose than me.
Might be harder to get it off. Yeah. It might come in weaker.
I ain't playing with you. I've been focused for a long time.
He has too, though. I know he has.
You ain't been focused like me.
I've seen him
Guarantee.
at the gym.
I promise you.
Yeah, it's.
You don't come in, a promotion like that. He's too big. He's like this. I thought he was pregnant.
Yeah.
I thought he was about to give birth.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, bro.
You also thought he fell through a fucking rainbow. He was dancing with a unicorn at the press. It was.
Yo, that just came out like.
That went viral.
It came out like I was talking shit with one of my boys. Like, bro, just stop. Just shut up.
It was funny.
Like, it was so natural to talk shit like that because I do that all the time.
Yeah.
But I never do it at press conferences because nobody's really talking shit. So it's like, whatever. Like, if nobody's talking shit, I'm not going to do it. But the start of this press conference in LA, the energy was different.
Yeah.
He came in hot. And he was like, what's up? I'm like, okay. He thought he was going to put his chin on me. I put it right back on him. You see how emotional he got? He smacked my head down.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, I'm in my element. It was nothing. So when he was like, oh, you got heels on, I was like, bro, shut up. You got a purse on. Literally yesterday. You can't say that. Like, literally. And it was one of the little purses, too. It wasn't even like a good purse. I thought it was a little Barbie.
He had a little
purse.
Handbag.
Yeah, a little handbag. I'm like, damn, all right. And then the other shit talking just came natural too. But it's fun, man. It's part of the game, right?
Yeah.
It's part of the game.
Yeah.
But that wasn't even me trying. It was just like natural.
I'm curious, like, he puts his hand on your chin. Like, how much of this stuff like is act? Is some of it act? Do they tell you like, yo?
None of it's act. I didn't even know he was gonna do that. I just didn't react because I'm like, I'm not even worried about it. Like, okay.
So there's no one in behind the scenes you pulling up to like, yo, do this and do that.
He was really getting pressed that I kept saying I'm gonna knock you out with the hook. He just doesn't like hearing that.
Like, genuinely.
Like, generally, you just say you're gonna get knocked out by Ryan Garcia's left hook. He just triggers him, gets pissed off.
He's mad about that hook.
He gets mad. Like, bro, what do you? I mean, you just don't want me to throw it. Is that also in the contract?
Yo, that's funny. He's like, yo, he can't throw hooks.
Last minute, like, bro, cannot throw a hook.
That's so crazy, man. So. Oh God!
Yo,
I mean,
that would be funny.
Yeah, it's fucking, it's huge, man. This fight is crazy to me. Like, it honestly trips me out.
The hype, like when we're in front of each other, it builds up so quick. Like, you don't know how big it is until we were face to face, and the internet like started to catch on. I'm like, damn, it is actually.
Well, this is also the fight that like there's no one. If I'll just say, because you're my guy, when you win this fight, right. There's nothing else no one can ever say shit.
They can't.
There's nothing else anyone can ever say like, oh, he's this, he's that, he didn't do this. It's like, and if you knock him out the way that you're talking about knocking him out, everyone's just gonna be like, oh shit, okay. There's nothing else to say anymore.
Yeah, there really isn't. It's gonna be wild, but you got work to do right now, so I can't think too far into it.
No, of course not.
I'm just thinking like, okay.
So I guess take us through like what is, without giving so many details, like your average day like. Are you just like lasered in? Is it like every day it's like run?
I'm running 11 to 8 miles every day in the morning.
Fuck.
No cap. Every day. He's testimony. I run it every day 11 to 8 miles. Then from there I do strength training every day.
Yeah, I see you.
At the gym, boom. I'm super ripped right now.
Your face is fucking.
Yeah, and then I go train at 7 o'clock at my house hard, boom, and then repeat and do it again. But I'm also doing other things like within my day. So I'll practice things that I see in my mind with weights and my own little training exercises that nobody even knows I do. They just walk in like, "What are you doing?" Like I'm working on something. So I got my own philosophies on what.
This seems like an all day thing.
All day, every day.
Food, the training, the techniques.
It's all.
What do you do for recovery?
Nothing. Nobody believes that, but I don't do anything.
You don't do cold plunges?
Nope.
Why not?
I just don't believe in it, bro.
Yo, what? Really?
I don't believe.
Not even like an Epsom salt bath?
Bro, no, I don't. I'm like,
what the fuck?
Every time I try to do that, I feel like I get injured. So I just don't do it. And then I never get injured. So I'm like, okay, I'm just not going to do it. Like something's telling me not to do it. So I'm not going to do it.
Bro,
every time I tried though, I get hurt. Like
this is crazy to me.
I did a cold plunge, or I tried it like a couple times. I get out, start sparring. Like, of course, I would pull my arm now.
It's funny because like now I'm thinking I had Ronnie Coleman on here, like one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time, and he was talking about how he never ever during his time, like massive 300 plus bodybuilder, never ever ate vegetables. I think still to this day doesn't eat vegetables. And it's like, you think this guy be fucking dead after all this shit. And it's just some people just like, just a certain way they just do shit. They just do it. And it just works.
It works for their body. Like
is there anything else like that no one knows about? Because that's fucking funny to me.
I mean, people get scared when watching me train because I don't drink a sip of water.
Yeah. Why?
They get freaked out. They're like, why don't you drink water? They're like, bro, drink water. I said, I just don't need to drink water, bro.
I don't get, but I feel like you'd perform better if you did.
I just don't drink water, bro.
Is it?
I don't know why.
But did it start because you were younger and you were like
something? I don't know, bro. Just like water, just feel like it slows me down, bro. I just become more of an animal when I'm thirsty, bro.
Dog, this is hilarious. It's like the ultimate.
But like, it's funny, but it's so true. If anybody's watched me work out, like the Showtime guys, All Access, they're like, bro, do you ever drink water? I was like, nah, my coach, he has to make me drink water. I just don't drink water. I don't know why. It's just something I don't do.
While you're training? But you drink water?
Yeah, while I'm training. After, I'll drink a couple sips.
Okay. So it's the same thing during your fights then? You're not drinking water?
I don't like to drink water. I just like touch it with my lips and then I go right back.
Bro, this is hilarious.
I don't know why. I just feel like I could go more and more and more. Like I get hungrier as I'm like I feel like the closer I am to death, the more I punch.
Yeah. I feel like that's probably a real thing.
It probably is. I don't know. The more I boxed and trained and went through these camps, I've noticed the more dehydrated I am, the harder I go and the less tired I am. I have way more energy.
That fight or flight response is probably crazy.
When I'm fasting, I'm better. Yeah. When I don't eat, I'm better. When I'm eating, I'm slower. I'm like,
yeah. Well, no, I can relate to that just as far as training goes. I've always kind of trained fasted.
Yeah.
I've always felt strong. Always felt sharper. Always felt better.
Like my mind is more focused.
Yeah. There's definitely something to that. The water one trips me out because I drink a lot of water, but obviously it's a little different. I'm not a fighter.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's not like I could survive without water, but like I just don't train with water.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Because I just, like I said, I feel more.
That's why. That's an interesting one to me.
Yeah, I don't feel the dehydration. Like I don't feel like I'm dehydrated. I just feel like I just keep going and keep going.
You're like dying. You're just like, I need to kill this person so I can go get water.
Basically,
fuck, dude.
I don't know. That's just what I've trial and error.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I tried drinking a lot of water one camp. It just didn't go right for me. I actually fought like shit.
Yeah.
Fought like shit. Sparred like shit. Everything I did was shit.
It's crazy.
But then when I don't drink water, I'm fast as shit.
Yeah.
Focused. Don't make sense.
I think it's just the stress. The stress is like fucking.
The fact I'm drinking water just scares me now. Oh shit.
Well, it's good because you're gonna be used to it because you can't rehydrate for the claws.
Exactly.
It's like
you don't even know. I've been training for this my
He's
whole
like,
life. All these clauses I did to myself already, buddy.
Yeah, he saw it. He was like, "Oh, bet this was easy.
What?
I do this already."
Oh, bet. Let's go.
Damn, he thought I'm getting him because like he's bigger. I don't want him as big.
I'm little. I told him I'm little as shit. What are you talking about?
You're taller than him though.
Yeah, I'm taller, but like
I noticed that right away.
My frame, like, bro, look at me. I'm not a big dude. I'm just taller than you.
Yeah. No, I get it.
And it's not, it's not saying much. It's not that big.
Yeah. I think he might have a harder time with the height. All right, guys, this podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. I've talked about this before. I'm going to talk about it again. I cannot stress the importance of training your mind, okay? Obviously, a lot of you guys probably know how important it is to train the physical, but the mind is something that can run away. The mind is something that like literally can get away from us. And BetterHelp is basically a therapy portal for you guys to use that isn't your typical like, show up, talk to someone, in person. It's a more seamless way for you to do it. It's for the guy who's maybe a little bit hesitant about showing up. It's maybe for the person who doesn't have the time to commute. It's maybe for the person that also just wants a more at-home instead of in-person experience. BetterHelp has got your back. They have licensed professionals. Everything is done basically through like a webinar, like a Zoom call, and it's super seamless. It's super easy. If you ever just like, needing someone else to talk to, because essentially like we're all battling everything in our lives that is like, we're going through this, we're going through a breakup, we're going through a heartache, we're going through something with a family member, something with a friend. And it always helps to get outside perspective from someone that's not directly involved in that situation. So if you guys have ever thought about getting therapy, check out BetterHelp. They're here to help you guys. Go to betterhelp.com/ betterhelp.com/RAWTALK to get 10% off your first month. Again, that's betterhelp.com/RAWTALK. Support your boy, support the podcast, get 10% off your first month. Let's get back into the show. I think he's gonna have a harder time.
You know
with
what?
it.
He fights a lot of tall guys, but what he just know, obviously, I didn't look that much taller than him, and actually, he's had problems with shorter guys. This is the thing because he's not used to it. With taller, but he's never fought a taller guy like me though.
No.
So it's different.
Yeah.
You know, you could get away with it with guys that, like I said, don't hit hard like he wants or coming up in weight. Anybody who knows boxing knows exactly what he was doing. He was just getting guys that he could overpower sooner or later in the fight. Even if they were better fighters than him, he just knows he could overpower them.
Yeah, this is what Nate was talking about. My buddy back here was talking about how there's some beef with Gervonta's kind of roster people that he's beaten. Is like he also really hasn't fought anyone that's like really up there.
I would say the only one to me is either Pedraza and Rollies that are fair fight. Like they were kind of around the same weight, but obviously he weight.
And that's being unbiased.
He weight drained Rollies as well, though. Let's not forget that. He also took Rollies really low, and he was actually losing that fight. If anybody was actually watching the fight, yes, he caught Rollies because Rollies is not an experienced fighter. He started boxing at 17, so he walked into a shot. But again, he wasn't winning that fight. That was his first. Okay, I'm gonna fight a guy that's strong like me.
Yeah.
It kind of hits hard. I don't know how hard Rollies hits, obviously, but I guess Tank said he did hit hard, and that's why Tank was moving the whole time. The whole fight, he was moving. He didn't want to get touched. Other guys that he knows he could overpower, he starts walking to him.
Yeah.
But now you got me, accurate.
Speed.
I've been boxing since I was 7 years old.
Yeah.
National champ. I know what I'm doing in there, and I know what he's setting up. So he got I'm telling you, people are going to be shocked when I beat him. They're going to be shocked. Like, who is this kid? Why? He don't look like he should be able to do this.
Yeah.
I don't. It's just, like the oldest tale. Don't judge a book by its cover. It's like, what does the world got to show you already just to believe that? Yes, I'm not a guy that looks like I could fight. Yes, I'm a guy. Stop believing it. It's within you. That's why I want to show people in any place you're from. It doesn't matter. Everything is within you. That's it. It's within you, and that's a wrap. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what, how big you are, small you are. It's all within you.
Yeah. It's a fact, man. I'm glad you said it.
It's willing if you're going to pull that out, though.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. And that's when I just find fighting so interesting because, like, at this high level, it is really all about who is willing to go the deepest.
Yep.
Like who's really going to go to that point and who's going to be able to get there and like be there and be efficient and still be ready and still be in it. And like it's such a I mean, honestly, it's my
boxing tests everything.
Yeah.
The thing I love about boxing is it doesn't matter if you're the good guy or the bad guy. The truth wins. That's it. Truth wins.
Yeah.
It's not biased. It doesn't care about race, doesn't care about how you talk, it doesn't care about anything. It only cares about the truth. Who's the better fighter? That's it. Because the bad guy has won and the good guy has won before in the ring. Doesn't matter. It's about the truth. That's why I love boxing. That's why you can't disrespect the game. You can't go in there, half-assing anything.
Like it's not subjective. Yeah. I love that.
That's why I love the sport.
Yeah.
Because I know it's just truth. Like you go in the ring, the only time you should be worried is if you didn't prepare. Then you should worry because it's going to be exposed there and you can't run back.
Yeah.
Once you're tired, you can't take them to the ground.
You
can't do anything.
Do you think Davis knows that? I mean, obviously he knows that. Do you think he's afraid of that? Do you think he's afraid of this fight?
I definitely think that there's some level of worriedness in him. I could sense it. I could feel it. Just by his words as well. And just by him saying that I can't fight him at 140. I got kids. I got a family. He's really worried about this fight.
Yeah.
I'm ready to give everything to this fight. That's the difference. He's always trying to look cool. But me, I got something to prove this fight. This fight, I got something to prove.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Everybody already believes he could win. I got something to prove. I'm going the deepest. I'm asking God to take me to harder heights that I've never been before. I want to go far. I want to go so deep into this. I want to come out of this insane, where I'm like, this dude is on top of everything. I want to visualize a fight that deeper than I ever visualized it before. I'm putting my whole everything into this. Every ounce, every second, every moment, I'm going more and more and more and more, because I want this more than anything. I'm putting everything on the line for this.
Yeah, I see it. I feel it too, man. Even just the conversation to see you in person, after having not seen you before, like you kind of really started.
Look at my face. Look at everything. I'm not missing a beat.
Yeah.
If I lift up my hood right now, you'd be like, yeah, he's not missing a beat. Yeah. I'm ripped like Bruce Lee.
He's stupid. Yeah, he's stupid. Bro, it's funny. Yo, so okay, I was looking at your Twitter, and I saw you kind of exchanging with like KSI about like Jake Paul and obviously the Tommy Fury fight, the influencer boxing side of things. Yeah. So KSI thinks that you're getting knocked out, obviously. And you think that Jake would knock out KSI.
Yeah.
Why do you think their fight hasn't happened yet, and do you think it will happen?
Okay.
Like, do you do you think that fight's gonna happen? KSI and Jake Paul.
I think it's more on KSI if it happens or not, because Jake obviously has said that he's willing to do whatever for the fight.
Yeah.
I think KSI wants more training, wants more experience before stepping in the ring with Jake, because Jake's main focus has been boxing. KSI's hasn't. Obviously, he says he does music. What else does he say he does? Oh, Prime.
Yeah.
With all his other endeavors. So it makes sense that he wants to gain more, boxing experience. Will it happen? Probably. I think there's too much money on the line that they won't find a way to make it happen. So we just got to wait and see. It's not, I don't think it's that hard to make, because they're not part of a promotion company. It's not that hard.
Yeah. It's all just kind of money based at that end, I guess. So, how obviously I'm curious in this. Everyone's wanted this fight with you and Gervonta to happen for a long time. How come it takes so long to make a big fight like this? Is it because people just want to make the stakes higher so the money's bigger, or what are the real reasons why? Is it because it's just someone's not ready, this side or that side's not ready?
It's a combination of many things. Is it going to make a lot of money at that time? If the fighters are ready, are the networks going to work together? Is the fight big enough that the networks could work together? Who feels like they deserve more money? How is that going to play out? So there's a lot of things when two fighters are from a different network. I was with DAZN, and Davis is obviously with Showtime. So that was a conflict in the beginning. So when things like that, it gets pretty complicated, and majority of times two huge fighters are on separate streets. It's hard to find, two big name fighters on the same network.
Right.
So that's why it's been difficult, but again, we found a way, so it's here now.
Yeah. This is such a big fucking moment, man. Yeah. I'm so excited for this shit.
Vegas, Showtime, T-Mobile Arena. I mean, really don't get bigger than that in boxing.
Yeah.
This is the mega fight. There's nothing else.
Legit, the last 10, 15 years. There's nothing else.
And we're both in our prime. Yeah. That's what makes this fight. This is going to show boxing where it's at. Because if there's a fight that should make a bunch of money, it's this one.
Yeah.
Because you got two prime fighters fighting right now. It hasn't happened. The reason why boxers took the Mayweather route, the blueprint where you hold off on the huge fights, because the fans rewarded that and bought the pay-per-views.
Yeah.
If the fans love boxing and they want to see more of this, of course, they're going to buy this fight, because guess what? That's going to influence other fighters. Oh, that's how you make the big money now. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so the other fighters took suit because they seen, okay, that's how you make the big money. Yeah. So it's really up to the fans on where they want to stand. Do they want to pay for these fights, or they want to pay for the fights that you kind of know who somebody's going to win? This fight, it's probably 50-50 I see all the comments either it's 50-50.
It is.
Some people say me, some people say
everyone needs to buy this fucking
this
fight.
is the fight right
You
here.
got to buy this fight.
This is the if you really love boxing, you want to continue to have these fights, I feel like your impact by buying this fight and showing the success of this is going to influence other fighters to finally get together and say, no, we're bringing it back. This is what we need right here. So right here is going to determine it. I'm still going to be with it. I'm leading the way.
Yeah.
Right after this, we calling out Devin Haney.
Yeah, I mean,
Bring on Devin. Now that's another prime fight.
And bro,
bring on Devin.
If you,
I fought him 6 times in the amateurs. Now we need to have the 7th one.
In the amateurs, what was the record there between you and him?
3-3.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh, that's a perfect follow-up.
Yeah.
Fight there. What the fuck?
Life is good, bro.
Wow. Damn. And so it's like, dude, it's like I talked to you outside the gym once. I mean, there's this guy that you're fighting, Gervonta Davis, and then there's Devin, and then what, man? I mean, someone could come up, like you said.
Someone could come up.
I guess my bigger question to you is, and the boxing fans are gonna hate me when I say this, but outside of boxing,
right.
Where do you see yourself moving towards as you get older? It's a tough thing, huh?
That's hard. Yeah. I know.
Because I don't want to get so deep into the future, but I'm always curious. If you're 24 years old,
I haven't really thought. I mean, I've thought a little bit into it, and I just feel like maybe down the road I could be some type of speaker.
Yeah.
Some type of speaker.
I think you could.
Somewhere. And I'll fall into a realm of that. But as of right now, obviously, I'm still on this crazy fighting journey.
100% in
right?
this. Yeah.
But I feel like somewhere down the line, I could probably that'll probably be where I go.
Yeah. I think so too, man. Yeah. Like I said, even just based on that, just a single conversation you and I had, and I remember, and I'm 33 years old, I'm about to be 34. I remember thinking like, wow, this kid is smart. Yeah. Very smart. Obviously smart to get to this point with social and all the stuff that you've done, but great fighter, got to have IQ, smart in that sense as well, but like emotionally, spiritually smart.
Yeah.
And I was really impressed by that. And I obviously, like, you know, it doesn't mean shit related to boxing, I guess, in this sense, in this fight, but I do think there's definitely something special about you that it does transcend boxing.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I think that's why in your life you have kind of all this stuff, and you know, all these eyes and all these people, and obviously all this attention. Beyond the boxing stuff, I think you're going to do great things for sure.
I appreciate that.
For sure, man. Genuinely, as a human.
I do.
And that's rare. It's rare that I talk to people where I'm like, damn, it's different, especially because I know
I've had those moments as well where I'm like, oh wow, this person is on that same. They're in tune. They're in tune. I say in tune.
Yeah.
When you catch that, it's hard to put it in words, but it's a person that you could tell has been searching as well.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, that's awesome. Like, that's what I felt with you. I'm like, man, Bradley's an awesome guy. All right, cool. You know what? I love that dude. You know what I mean? Like, he's dope. He's dope. But I mean that generally from my heart. Like, that was an awesome time, a moment, and that really I just knew, okay, Bradley's here for a reason, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. You could sense it right away. It's like, okay, he's on that same path. We're fighting the same battle, you know?
Yeah.
Different arena. Different arena, but it's the same battle. So, yeah.
What do you, obviously all your focus and all your effort and everything right now is 100% boxing, and it's just, I know that's where you're at. Besides during these camps, I'm really curious, what do you worry about the most? So not these fights, obviously. I know, like, you're zoned in, it's what you do, but just in life in general moments, like outside of these camps, outside knowing, okay, I got to step in the ring, I have to do this, I got to go boom, 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 boom. I'm just curious, what do you worry about the most?
If I let that voice take over me, like in a negative way, you know, that bitch voice that's within everybody.
Yeah.
That makes you doubt things. Sometimes I worry about that. Like, dang, I hope it don't throw me off.
Yeah.
But then I always have a counter for it. But that's the only thing that kind of worries me. My own mind, sabotaging my own self.
All right, guys, quick and rush for one of our sponsors, Mint Mobile. Check this out. If you guys are tired of paying a ton of money, like, I'm not going to lie, I was very tired of paying a stupid amount of money for my phone bill. Mint Mobile's got your back $15 a month. High speed internet, unlimited text, talk, all that stuff for literally $15 a month. Super simple. They take out the middleman. You guys just go online. You guys can switch your plan over. They give you an eSIM, mail it straight to your door for free. And now this is like the easiest switch. It's super seamless, and you're going to save a ton of money. Like if you're trying to save money on things that you just don't need to be spending extra money on, then Mint Mobile has got your back. Okay. Very, very simple. Very, very easy. Give it a shot. So if you guys want to get your wireless plan shipped to your door for free for only $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/RAWTALK. Again, that's $15 a month. I mean, I've spent hundreds on phone plans, like literally hundreds. Go to mintmobile.com/RAWTALK. Support your boy. Let's get back into this pod.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that worries me. Like, dang, please don't sabotage yourself. Just get fucking to it, man. Don't miss a fucking beat.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's the only way I could lose, if I sabotage myself only by my own hands, not by nobody else's. I don't think anybody could affect me but myself.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm scared of. Self-sabotaging myself.
Yeah.
Every moment, every day, like, fucking don't do it. Because we all had those moments, like, why the fuck did I do that?
Yeah.
And then it's so hard to, like, find that fucking fire to come back after you know you shouldn't have fucking did some dumb shit, you know?
Yeah.
So that's a true like a true visualization of what I worry about. Like, fucking don't do it. Don't fucking fuck yourself.
Why do you think most people fall into that? And it's like
fucking hard, man. Life is hard. Life is tough. The challenges, the temptation, right? That's what we got to call it. The temptation. It could get you, bro. If you could get you, if that armor ain't up, if it ain't up and you're not fucking zoned in, it could get you. And one slip up is all it takes.
Yeah.
And then you're backtrack probably like, a week. You're like, damn. You know what I mean? Because this is such a serious moment. It requires super energy, like super focus. Like, you can't miss a beat.
This fighting
yeah,
stuff.
So if you're not paying attention to every moment leading up to it, shit could cost you.
Yeah.
You can't let up for a second. You have to get right back to it, because something's telling you, don't even do that. So you got to be on top of everything, because you could self-sabotage yourself in this. If you let up, if you start being, you got your kids around, everything, you start being too nice, that could mess you up.
Yeah.
So you got to be zoned. You got to protect your energy in this moment that is so real. So real. Every moment you got to protect that energy. And even in life, you got to protect that energy. Because when you're in the zone, you want to keep that. When you're in that peace, you want to hold on to it. You want to keep going further, keep, getting better, but you want to protect that. Because once it messes up, you got to get right back on track. And that's a process. Then you're missing time.
Yeah.
So it's all about paying attention, protecting your energy, keeping that peace. Once you got it, hold on to it and protect your peace. Things are going to happen in your life that are going to affect you, but if it's not in your control, it won't have as much effect. It really affects you when it's in your control and you fucked up.
The worst.
Oh, it's the worst.
Fuck, it's the worst.
I could handle some stuff that I don't got control over. I'm like, all right, we don't have to find a way. The path will open up. It's a problem when it was my mistake and I'm like, oh, and I knew it too.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh shit. Then it's harder for me to get back on track, because now I don't even believe myself.
Yeah.
Now I can't trust myself. So that's what's really scary. Whatever happens when that's not in my control, whatever. But if it's in my control, that scares me.
Yeah.
And I deserve, that feeling of shit. You know what I mean? That's my consequence. Like, damn. You know what I mean? I deserve that. But I'm gonna find a way to get right back on track.
Yeah, it's interesting. Just even after just having this whole conversation with you, I was looking back on the press conference, and there was a moment where Davis is just talking about like relating the strength of his punch to some other fighter's punch.
Luke Campbell.
Right? Yeah, and it's just interesting because like unless it was in reaction to things he was saying, all of your like reasons why you were gonna beat him were from you. His reasoning, and this is where I was like, I don't know if I believe
this
him.
This is an interesting.
All of your reasons were from you. His reasons were based on other people.
100%.
So then I was like, this is not feeling like he's not convincing me.
He's convincing himself.
Yeah, so he's trying to convince himself.
Exactly. No, that's bro. You seen that? I did not even catch that. Yeah, that's crazy.
And everything you just said was all just like bro, you've taken, you're obviously the underdog. You've taken the rehydration clauses. You've taken everything. You put everything on the line, and I just feel that energy just sitting here talking to you. Like, I don't know if he understands like what's coming.
He doesn't know. He does not know. I promise he does not know what's within me, bro. He has no clue.
Yeah.
He has no clue. And I've heard of so many people in the gym, in my fights, are like, bro, from the outside, it looks so different. It looks so different. They're like, bro, don't even look like you hit or just look like you're fast. He said, when you hit me, it feels like some other stuff.
People
like,
you're sparring.
Luke Campbell told me.
Even him,
Luke Campbell told my friend, he was like, bro, when I was in the ring with you, you had a fire in your eyes I'd never seen before. You were glowing. Like, there was nothing stopping you. Like, I just felt like you were coming on. There was nothing I could do about it. Like, he just felt a fire, and they do not know what's within me. They do not know. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm really ready for this moment. I've dreamed about this moment.
Yeah.
You know how long I've been calling this man out?
Bro.
He does not know how much studying I've done on him. Like, my whole life has been led up to this moment. My brother was a southpaw. I've only been fighting southpaws my whole life. My best friend was a southpaw. Everybody I fight has been a southpaw. If that don't show you this is my moment, this is my moment. The only one that messes it up is me. Yeah. But this is my moment to either win or lose. That's it. He's just part of the plan. He's just part of the bigger picture.
Yeah.
He's just a little stepping stool. I got to, get over. Yeah. That's it. He's just part of the overall picture. That's it. He's going to remember that. Stool. Exactly. Yeah. That purse. You know what I mean? He's just that man with the purse. That's it. That I got to beat up. Love it, man. The man with the purse.
I love it.
I'm stomping that.
He also came in glasses too. Whenever people wear glasses, I'm like, I don't know, man. Because I don't want you to see their eyes for real.
I don't know what's up with them glasses.
I'm just saying, the glasses really throw me off.
They said it was like Bret Hart or something. That's kind of funny. People are funny, bro.
Dude, I love it. I really appreciate you coming, man. I obviously, like, I want to ask so many more like detailed questions about like your training and stuff, but I don't want to give away, you know, I don't like to ask that, and then they'll all be like, you dumb fuck. Like, don't ask him that. Anything else you want to share? Because obviously I just want you to know I'm really grateful you came. And I know that we had planned this, and then I know that you're so focused on the training it got pushed back a little bit, but like I really appreciate you coming and showing up. I guess the only thing I want to share is something I've been doing in my own life, is like making sure that people understand that when you're on your walk in life, things are going to be thrown at you. You're going to go through the doubts. You're going to go through your past. All these things are going to go in your mind. The only thing is, if you watch Lion King, there's a message in Lion King. It's my favorite movie.
It's a great movie. And the one thing was Scar was, I'm going on a little tyrant right here, but I'm going to just go on it. Scar was reminding little Simba of his past. But what did that do? That drove him away from his purpose. So when those things are thrown at you, what you do is you don't run away, you go forward. That's the main thing, because the only thing that can make you do is drive you away from your purpose. You get right back on track, and you keep moving forward, and you keep trusting the process, and you keep grinding, and you keep searching. That's what's going to keep you on track. Thank God for Jesus. Boom.
I love it, man. That's a fact.
Yes, sir. That's it. Yo, Lion King was real, bro.
Lion King was it.
Yo, Lion King got got all the gems in it.
That was
you gotta watch Lion King again.
That was my childhood, dude. Just my father.
Bro, remember who you are. Shit. Like, remember it.
Yeah.
Stop. Don't beat. Remember with little Rafiki hit him in the head. It's like, what you do that for? It don't matter. It's the past.
So many gems.
Bro, that's fire.
It's so easy to get caught up in the bullshit, though, man. It really is.
It really is, bro. Because, bro, everything's a distraction. All this, like, some stuff is just a distraction.
Yeah.
You got to know how to just weave your way through it. Boom, grind. You know what you got to do. Your instinct is telling you what to do throughout the day.
Yeah.
You got to follow, because everything else is just a distraction. When you wake up, you have an instinct on what to do, and you know you got to handle it. But then life happens.
Yeah.
You got distractions all day. Somebody's calling you. Somebody's disrupting your energy. So you forget to do the things you know you have to do. I guarantee you, the moment you wake up, just be aware of yourself and let your instincts take you where it needs to go.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, if you just follow that, it's going to be a great day.
Well, that's why. So this is something I've been trying to do. Like, and I've actually been like pretty religious on this the last, I don't know, couple months. I'll wake up because the first thing I used to do was wake up, turn my phone on, and like start looking at social media shit. Now I'll go outside, sit outside, like out here in the sun, and I'll just kind of like think about where I'm at, what I'm doing.
Love that.
Because now it allows me, just for the people listening, instead of like the first thing you do be pick up your phone, look at social media, or look at text messages, or look at the things that you got to deal with, whatever. Like the whole direction of your day can get shifted based on the things that you see there. First, like if you sit out, you know, in the sun, or if you just sit out, it doesn't matter if you're in the sun or not, just by yourself and kind of think about what do I want to accomplish today. And then like the whole feeling of your day is completely different. And it's really affected me because I didn't like you say, just like they're all distractions, all this other shit. Not that there's not things we need to do, because of course we need to do them, but it allowing us to like set ourselves up, because you know the
set
idea
yourself up for the day.
Yeah, you know how the idea of like how you start is how you finish, how you finish, how you start. Right. So it's just kind of like I've been doing that, and it's been helping me a lot, man. Like
it's like you go to sleep, right? And it's like, where do you go when you sleep? Right? That's what I'm thinking right now. This popped in my head. It's like your day is being crafted while you're asleep. It feels like. But the moment you wake up, if you go on your phone, right there could disrupt everything. Because if you see a wrong comment, if you see the wrong text, if anything, right? Or the wrong video of somebody going for tank that makes me feel like horrible, it makes you disrupt everything. Now you can't be in tune and receive what you have to do today, because all you're worried about is if what they're saying is true.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. So that just came out of my mind right now. So that's why it's a great point. Don't check your phone. Go out there. I'll sit with God. I ask God, what should I do today? And I just wait. You know what I mean? Obviously my instincts and, you know, what I feel is going to take me to there. And then from there, I just build and I just listen and I grind and I grind. Things are not going to come to you easy. Yeah. But you got to keep going. You got to keep searching. But that's the thing. Protect your energy. Everything else is a distraction. You know what your day is telling you to do. Go dominate your day. Dominate it. Dominate it. If you could push a little farther, if your gut's telling you another mile, you got to go do that mile. You know what I mean? Like, don't be satisfied. Because sometimes when I'm going to run, I just know I could give more. And I just give more. Like, oh, okay, I did 8 right now. But I just know I know I could give 11.
You drinking water on these runs?
No.
Jesus Christ.
Not even a sip of water. And I'm in a sauna suit with sweet sweat.
What the fuck? Bro. Yo, I swear to God, I'm going for a run right now. I need to start running, dude.
Running is so good for you spiritually. I promise you guys, go on a run and go deep in the run. And just keep running. Guarantee you all my best ideas can come from running. You got to go on a run. I'm telling you. Running is a superpower.
Damn. I'm running soon. I'm going to run tomorrow morning. What time you run tomorrow?
Shoot, if you're down to run, I'm down to run.
I could run about quarter mile.
That's good. I'll guarantee you somebody to tell you to hit that mile, though.
Yo, fuck. My fucking ankles might fall off, bro. Straight up, they legit might fall off my fucking feet. Just pop off. I swear, bro.
If you just tear your ankle, I'll be like, my bad.
Yo, I'm dead serious about running, though.
Yeah,
I swear. I mean, I'm not gonna run with you.
Even start off like slow, bro. Just like get on, like accept that it's gonna be a long ass run. Just like, okay, this is gonna take a long time.
It's gonna be a short run. It's gonna feel like a long ass time. I don't know about a long ass run, bro. But I'll do it. I'm gonna do it. Listen, because I've been talking about this for
just
time.
Try, bro. Just try.
Why not? I have tried. I have tried, dude. Holy shit, dude. I'm going for a fucking run tomorrow. I'm not kidding, man. You inspire me.
Oh, yeah.
But I appreciate you coming, man. You're a fucking soldier. You're a fucking warrior. And I'm really looking forward to this fight. Everyone's got to go get this fucking pay-per-view. Support the fucking kid. You're incredible, bro. And
April 22nd.
Yep.
Showtime and DAZN pay-per-view. Go get it. And of course, if you're in Vegas, try to get tickets. I don't know how many tickets are
That's gonna be insane,
left.
yeah.
I don't even think there is tickets left. But if you want to buy on resale, I know they're selling on there.
Yeah.
And go get it. It's a moment in history. You don't want to miss this. It's a moment in history.
Huge fucking fight. Massive fight, man.
And you know, boxing's always had an impact on the world. Got Muhammad Ali in its prime day.
Of course,
you know. So I feel like this is the moment to bring it back right here.
Yeah.
This represents everything.
This is huge.
This is everything. You know, life is. It's hard. It's blood, sweat, and tears. You get in the ring, the truth wins. Like that's why boxing is life. There's no timeouts.
Yeah.
If you're tired, you can't take him to the ground, or you can't pass the ball. It's either you're tired, that guy's coming, he's knocking you out. That's why this is an important fight for everything.
You know what? I also, it's just one last thing I think it's really important to know, just to give you love right here, is I don't think people really recognize this fact, but the level that you've gotten to in boxing, and in this moment, and God willing, you're going to get this W. Yeah. But the level that you've gotten to in boxing and the level in which you've like accelerated yourself in social media, I guarantee right now, there's probably kids who are coming up who will learn about you, who are going to be the next, like, I don't want to call him Ryan Garcia because there's only one of you, right. But you will have inspired a whole nother generation of boxers that are going to come into this sport and, want to have the zero loss, records, right. And they want to be on the social media and they want to do what you've done. It's cool because obviously you're 24. I guarantee you in 10 years, you're going to see some kids that will come up to you someday and be like, yo, I watched you when I was this. And they're going to be trying not do the same exact things you've done, but you will have given major life to boxing. And that's a blessing.
It is a blessing. Man, that's all it's all about, right?
Yeah. Big circle, man. Yeah. Giving back.
Yes, sir. Giving back.
And you've done it. And this is like, no matter what happens, bro, you're a solid human. I'm fucking proud of you, man. For real.
I love you, man. I'm proud of you too. Let's keep going.
Yeah, you already know. You already know. I'm ready to see this shit.
Let's get it.
I'm proud of you.